The screen, the drive. Oh, it's knocked away by Wembanyama!
Wembanyama has been so dominant defensively that some of the numbers don't even make sense. For example, in the month of February, Victor had 47 blocks, which is the same as the Bulls or the Knicks had entirely as a team. And not only that, but Wemby had more blocks last month than the whole team of Charlotte, Sacramento, the Clippers, the Heat, and Portland. This kid is absolutely special. He is leading the league in blocks per game as a 20-year-old rookie, which is crazy. This has actually happened a few times throughout history, and you know all of these names. The 7'6" giant Manute Bol in '86 and Hall of Famers like David Robinson, Shaq, and Alonzo Mourning. And if you're a Spurs fan, this stat might give you goosebumps. Last night, he had a monster game of 31 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 blocks. Now get this, only 3 guys in NBA history have had a game of 30, 10, 6, and 6, and those are David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Wemby. Man, San Antonio really got their future set for the next 15 years. Moving on with more unbelievable numbers.
LeBron rocking it, step back, 3 on the way, bottom, LeBron James with 5 threes here in the quarter.
Would you believe me if I told you that LeBron James currently has a better three-point percentage than Steph Curry? Yeah, and it's not entirely Steph's fault either. He's shooting 40.7% from downtown, which is great in itself, but the King is just a hair better at 40.8%. There's still a lot to play in the season, but if James finishes the season like this, it will be his career best from beyond the arc. And if you thought that that's insane, just listen to this. Jimmy Butler, a notoriously bad three-point shooter, smokes both of them this season with his 45.7%. Wait, what?
Shot clock winding down. Jimmy again. Yes! Back-to-back triples.
Jimmy is on fire this year, and I know I gotta say that he only shoots 2.5 threes per game, but he's had seasons with 23 and 24% on the same volume. I even made a video of how the opposing defenses are exposing his bad outside shooting. So yeah, going from that to this is a huge win, and I gotta give him credit. And speaking of that, Domantas Sabonis definitely deserves a lot of credit.
It's a little bit strong. Comes off to Sabonis. Couple fakes, got it to go. Domas dominating.
Sabonis is leading the league in rebounds per game at 13.2, but a lot of you may not be surprised by that. However, the shocking thing about him is that Domantas is also in the top 5 in assists per game with 8.5. Wow, so in a statistical category that should be dominated by guards, we have 2 big men from the European basketball school to be specific, absolutely killing it with their passing. And while we've gotten used to seeing Jokic near the top of this category, it's super interesting to see Sabonis here as well. 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. What a monster season for the Lithuanian. And now, apologies to my fellow Knicks fans that we gotta relive this moment again.
Brunson came down awkwardly and he's down.
Jalen Brunson got injured just 30 seconds into the game. I sure hope he's okay, but he left the game and of course didn't come back. Well, Tom Thibodeau inserted Miles McBride as a substitution, and in typical Tibbs fashion, he never took him out of the game. So McBride played 47 minutes and 13 seconds as a reserve, the absolute most that a bench guy has ever played in a regulation game. Dude was on the sideline for the first 47 seconds and then never sat again. Shout out to him for having the conditioning and the stamina to survive the entire game running up and down the court. We now have to move on to the Boston Celtics for a stat that will blow your mind.
Jackson Davis gets denied by Cornet. 2-for-1 opportunity for the Celtics. Pritchard connects.
Boston absolutely demolished Golden State, beating them by 52 points. 52! But that's not the best part. They are now on an 11-game winning streak, and during this run, they are beating their opponents by an average margin of 22 points. Sure, there have been some huge wins padding these numbers a little, but if you take a look at the full list, you see that they have consistently been unstoppable lately. And to me, there is no team that could stop them in the East on their way to the finals. Now, the bloodbath that is the Western Conference, that is a completely different story. No way you could pick a favorite, but to me, the Timberwolves remind me of that iconic squad with KG, Sprewell, and Sam Cassell that got to the Western Conference Finals exactly 20 years ago. I made a video comparing the two squads, so you gotta check it out right here. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.